loyalty and what happens when we reach another level. Right? So when we go from high school, those high school friends, and we go to college, and we start to have different experiences, or we go from a level of one income or socioeconomics to another. It's called the Cardi B effect. Cardi B. When pretty isn't as pretty does. Yeah, when pretty isn't as pretty does. So that rags to riches, that friends become bitches, right? There are so many people who are climbing. You know, and the thought is, what and where are you climbing to? And then when you get to that place that you always thought was better, right? I get out the hood because that's what I want to do. I get to that big house because that's what I wanted. I get to that level that I feel like I'm now established. What happens if it turns out not to be what you thought it was? And the people that you're now surrounded by are not the people that you thought they were.
You gotta be sure about who you are. You gotta make sure that you're grounded, and you have to assess what it is that you need, what you want, and you just gotta start over.
So did that? Let me ask you, Verena, because that I don't know where that may have happened in your life, and I want you to maybe share your personal experience. Like, did that happen in your experience with your husband, ex-husband, going from one place and then catapulting to another?
It did, and it's so funny because I was like, why is this happening to me? He's the person. Why is this happening to me? I have friends. I was like, who are you? You know.
You got these automatic new friends. Is that what you're saying?
Not even just that, but just the people that I thought was always going to be consistent no matter what. They changed. They got weird.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I'm not... It's not me.
Is it so? It's because all of a sudden he's got this fame. You're part of his fame because you're his wife.
You got weird people in your inbox.
Wow.
Like, I don't care. That's none of my business. Whatever you know what I mean?
So how were you able to handle that? Did you find that if this was something that you're like, yeah, baby, I'm with you. We growing. We doing this thing. We about to come through, right? You excited.
Well, by the time that he reached his stardom, we were divorced, so it's a little bit different, you know. But because we still co-parent and we still talk, we're still cool, we still hang out. I still catch a little bit of it, but of course, as he do better, all of us are gonna do better because we're still connected to him, and we gotta be okay because the kids gotta be okay.
Right.
And so yeah, you think that. Oh, maybe things are going to be easier, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
easier
weird.
at all. It's very weird. It's very strange. It's very uncomfortable, you know, but then that's when you have to go back to your, I'm real big on self-care. That's my thing. I have to take care of me, and I have to go inside, and I have to reflect, you know, and I have to get grounded.
So all those people you thought that were going to be your safety net, once you moved, they were no longer there. So did you have to find? Did you have to find a new? I can imagine that. Right, because they become the leashes.
It's like, because if you really knew what was going on, it's really what you want.
Right. Well, I think that some people have this, and that's the thing about the Cardi B effect, right? I think with Cardi B, when I saw her video, and her video was heart-wrenching to me. And it was heart-wrenching because her thing was, here I am in Dubai. I should be getting ready and I should be enjoying this beautiful scenery. But what I got to deal with are all of these bitches and all these people who I thought were my friends, and I thought that was supposed to be down for me and supportive of me, are now no longer there.
They only looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for you or nobody. Yeah, I'm on live, bro.
Are you venting?
Yeah, I'm venting, bro. I'm fucking drunk as shit.
Hi? Hi, people.
I really hate this shit, yo. I really, really do. Like, a bitch like me, I was happier when I was macking in the hood. Like, this shit right here is so fake. And you want to know something? When I used to be a regular bitch from the Bronx, a hood bitch, when somebody used to be fake to me, it was cool because I could approach a bitch and punch her right in her closure. Or like if a nigga had beef with me, I could send my niggas and pop them. But now that I'm in the industry, you don't work like that. You just gotta like fucking watch shit go. Watch shit go. Like you gotta see people play you and you just say nothing like a dick.
So no, they don't appreciate the fact that she's got the #1 song out and everybody's hyped about it.
And they were never her friend in the first place.
But she does. But so for her, so it goes back to loyalty.
They go back to capacity. It goes back to when I say they were never her friend in the first place. I have had the same best friend since 4th grade.
She can handle your capacity.
She can handle my capacity.
And
when I say that, and when I say that she, and I don't know anything. Only thing I know about Cardi B is what everybody's saying, and I've seen her.
No, I've only saw the video.
Right,
so
and I'm saying,
that's the perspective. It was first person. It wasn't anything I heard. It was her actually sharing.
Right, and I think that when even in your situation, experiencing, someone very close to you who just couldn't handle that, I think that what we have to do is we have to vet our friends.
Yes.
And again, like there are certain people that I know.
You
don't know until it happens. So until we have those experiences, we don't know what to do.
Got it.
So like I probably got about a handful of people that I know that whenever my life goes in the direction that God has planned for it and that I see in my future, that they're going to be there regardless.
Yes.
I've got friends who've seen me when, I got my car repossessed. And I'm living in my car in LA. There were only a few people who knew that. So family thought, oh, you out here in LA, you doing it, you doing all this. I'm like, do you know that I don't have any place to stay?
The worst was like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have
bad. They don't want that
everything. Yes.
So it comes with life experience.
It comes with life.
And that's the conversation my sister and I have with my 27-year-old niece. Because you've not experienced anything. You've not experienced any hardship. You've not experienced any. Your level of the level of disloyalty that you it's not about age, Shay. It's about the experiences that you listen.
It's about the experience.
It is. So I grew up in New York. We grew up a lot faster. A lot of the things that I saw and witnessed and experienced were so much different than my southern friends and my friends from the Midwest.
Right.
And I only know this is because by the time I got to college and going to school in Atlanta, everybody came from everywhere. So you could share that. So I didn't live in just. That's one of the things I encourage moms, parents who send your kids away.
Please.
Because if they only stay in the region that they grew up with, that's the only fucking mindset they're going to have. So going away, I was able to hear from Californians, hear from Chicagoans, hear from people who were from the South.
Right.
And then it's like, wow. I mean, by the time I got to high fucking college, I had already smoked reefer and all of that. And it was like, I mean, I was done with it. When they were just
experience. So everyone's ability to, like, just what you've gone through with your ex-husband, and you know how you feel about your circle of friends. It really is. You gotta live. And until you have that horrible experience, think about the first time you fell in love.
Absolutely. We talked
and
about
the first time that it just
run a whole man away.
Fell apart.
Well, no, I think that part of it too is you don't know what you know
until.
And so I think that same best friend that I thought I would have forever at fucking 17 or 16, can't. So I'm gonna give you some real shit. This is personal shit. This is real. I am from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the projects. My sisters see some of the same friends. You may watch this. And so I'm just keeping it real. And so they're like, hey, how's LaVelle doing? Okay. We got fucking apartments that fit right in this room.
Yeah.
Honestly, what are we going to have a conversation about other than, hey, how you doing? How your mama doing? Everybody else doing? Everybody's alive. Sure. How can you relate to the shit I got to do? My Aunt Paula's here. She's visiting. She's like, if you don't sit your ass down, I'm like, okay, so let me ask you this. Who's going to landscape that lawn? Okay, I got Dia that just came up to the door earlier today. That ain't happening in Brooklyn. I have landscape, lawn people that's house management. That's not something that they can relate to. Now, I'm not going around talking to you about how I live in an 8,000 square foot house. But if I share that, then all of a sudden you're going to think that I'm on some bullshit and this is how you... No, this is just my reality.
Yep.
It's very different than yours. And so here's what I learned. I ain't knocking your shit, don't knock mine. We all had choices. You made yours and I made mine.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad about that.
Right.
No more. But there are different experiences. And I
That's what I
don't
was
leave it,
saying
and I
about
said to my
27
sister,
year old.
I'm not trying to make them feel bad, but this is it. And if you can't handle it, that's what we can't rock. Don't give them my number. Don't have them call me because they can't handle the shit.
And you gotta cut them off.
And I don't mean cut them off in a negative way. I just mean my circle is, and my circle has nothing to do with you got to live in the same level of house. It's about a mindset.
Right.
It's not about where you live. It's about where you live.
Right. And I think part of the thing that we struggle with as individuals who come from those situations where we didn't come from means.
Yeah.
That we feel a loyalty to the people in our neighborhoods that we still have to go back and
Used to.
well, and that's I don't feel that.
No,
I don't.
No, I'm done.
I mean, if you had someone say to you, "Oh, well, you think you're better than us because you went to college," you had the same opportunity.
Oh, we all had the same.
We all get the same.
But see, like, okay, so I can say, like,
Okay, Kim, yeah.
for me, it's like, I grew up not wanting for shit. So I don't really, so sometimes when I run into different people, or like people that, even I'll say a boyfriend, okay? Like, he would be jealous of me because of what I had and how I grew up. And it's like, I didn't choose this life. You know what I mean? Like, this is just how I was raised, but he didn't know how to relate to where I came from. It was always like, oh, I'm this, you know, I had to work so hard to get this. I had to do this. You didn't have to do that. And I'm like, okay, I didn't.
Make me feel bad.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, so you jealous, right? Like, I mean,
It's gonna make you feel bad because
about what I didn't choose this. This is just how I was raised. This is what I was born into.
And did you feel guilty about that? No, but did you?
Definitely pick our future.
Was there a part of you?
A part of me was like, damn, you know, like, yeah, because a part of me was like, damn, okay, well, I was like, okay, but look, you know, I felt a little bad, and I was like, well, shit, I'm sorry, but I don't want to go through that shit. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
If I had
sorry,
to,
In order to keep it real, I gotta go back to the hood.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I have friends like that too that wanted that hood life. You ain't grow up hood. How you want that?
No, so wait.
Okay, time out. I was born in Germany, but I came back and I was raised on the west side of Chicago.
But isn't that the objective? Everybody here who's had babies, you want more for your kids than you have for yourself. So why are you gonna make me feel bad? I don't feel bad about it.
I think that's a cultural thing.
Why would you feel bad?
You know.
I think it's culture. I agree.
That's where they are. I love Cardi B. And I love her because I feel like she was gangsta and she stands on her truth, which is what Unleash the Baddie is all about. It's what talking shit is all about, right? She knew her power and she knew how to play her position in order to get what she wanted. Whether it was her coming up in the streets of New York or being a stripper in the clubs, she knew that there was something that she had that people wanted. Men, women, people of power. And so she knew how to throw her hand in the hat to make sure, while they was getting their shit, she was getting hers. So I'm all for it. Now, how long it'll last, I don't know. But I'm hoping she's smart enough to have figured that part out too.
Hey baddies, if you thought that was hot, take a listen to some of the good shit bullshit we talk about on the show. So, let's go in line with crazy, right? Okay. Great lover, best sex you ever had.
that's a sentence.
But he's crazy. That's some good shit or some bullshit. Damn it. For a short amount of time. Summer fling.
Say it again.
You're dating a guy. It's a short affair, just a fling. But he's crazy. Crazy tendencies. But the sex is amazing. Is that good shit or bullshit?
Bullshit.
You can get good sex.
How do you know how you gotta go through so many people to get it?
No, well, I mean,
But you know he's crazy though.
Hey, you know, looking at them whether the sex is good.
is the sex worth the
Well,
price?
baddies, that was some good shit. And if you've liked what you've seen, and definitely what you heard, make sure you subscribe to Unleash the Baddie on YouTube so you can tune in every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, where you'll catch more baddies, more hot topics, and more battitude on Talking Shit with LSH. Hey baddies, come on out to Comedy Night being powered by Creative Cypher. That's Monday, February 19th at 7 p.m. at the Black Ensemble Theater, 4450 North unLSH will host the red carpet along with Simeon, Mr. Chicago Henderson. We'll be able to unleash on some great laughs being hosted by T-Murph, sounds by DJ Shantae, with performances by Mark Hood, Lily Mason, M. Brown, and Calvin Evans. Tickets are $25. You can go to TroyPryorPresents.eventbrite.com. Grab your baddies, get your girls, get your guy, and we'll see you there.